It took me longer to get up here than it used to take me to run an 800. I just wanted to say, first off, I'm honored to be here. The Maine Running Hall of Fame, you guys are doing tremendous stuff. And when Pete came to me right after he got the news that he was going to be inducted, I was honored that he asked me to do the induction. I've had the honor of knowing Pete since I ran it at Orono, and he, I think my junior year, it was his freshman year, he had gotten ignited to run at the Bridgeton 4-miler, where he'd come in third as a 17-year-old. Ran a 10:02 mile in high school, a record that still stands for his high school. Came to the University of Maine as a walk-on, and his real joy came as being part of a team. We just got a new president at our company. Pete and I both work for Coast of Maine Organic Products, and we have a president that always addresses everybody as team. And Pete and I chuckle because we've always known how to work as a team. He has been a tremendous friend. His progression as a runner, or not slowing down as a runner, is remarkable. Jim Toulos, are you close by here? Right there. I'm going to read something you wrote, so I want to make everybody know, and make sure everybody knows you wrote it, not me. Because he was doing statistics, and he did a great analysis of Pete's beach to beacon times over the years. And he writes, I always look at B2B results for nominees to compare their peers and runners generally. I thought you might like to see the attached results for Pete, 1998 to 2017, which are just incredible. In 19 years, his slowest time of 36:13 in 2017, at the age of 55, is only 2 minutes and 59 seconds slower than his first and fastest time of 33:14 at age 36 in 1998. Who does that? He went from running very well to running incredibly well in his late to mid-40s. Check out the age-graded percentages and how they have increased. For his first 9 B2Bs, he averaged 82.5, and for the second 9, averaged 87.7 from an age-graded perspective. At this rate, I estimate he will be at 100% sometime between 70 and 75. Most impressive is what he did at age 50. The 16:03 5K road race is 91.89% age graded, and the 10K cross-country time of 34:18 is 89.49. But you could probably subjectively add 2 to 3 points to that since it was cross-country. Pete tells me that his real love is cross-country, that's what really ignited him, that running with Dirigo. He writes in here, do you remember when I called you from Ohio in 2007 after we finished second? We didn't have texting back then, and I wanted to make sure you knew we were representing Maine. Pete, I think you've represented Maine, yourself, and your family incredibly well. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Come on up.
You weren't supposed to make me cry. This is why they call me Big Pete. So, I asked Cameron to introduce me today because he's a great friend and known a long time, and he lives and breathes running, like most of us in this room. But it's really in his DNA. As he said at Orono, he was an 800-meter runner, and he ran 1:52. So I think all of us could probably vote to pencil him in for a sub-4 Would that be all right with you guys? That's what we do it. My friends and I, we pencil ourselves in for the times we really like to run. I said it's in his family DNA. His two older kids are both college coaches, and his youngest son, Sam, is here today. And Sam, I don't know if you know his story, but in high school he was trying to break 8 minutes for the mile. And just recently trained for 5 years, lost 50 pounds, and ran a marathon at sub 8 minute pace. So Sam, stand up. This room is full of inspiring people, and Sam, you're one of those people. I also want to thank Don and the board for setting this beautiful event up, and Jim Toulouse, where are you? That analysis you did, really all it did was it showed what a sandbagger and a laggard I was, 36 to 45. But you've always had kind words to say, and I'll never forget in my first marathon, getting to the 17-mile mark and just totally cramping up, and lo and behold, you came out of the woods or something, and you started massaging my calves, and I said, "Thanks, Jim," and I took off, and you didn't see that another mile later I was out. But it wasn't because you didn't have good massage skills. I also want to thank Todd Coffin, who jump-started my career back in 1977, Todd? I was still a JV runner on the Oxford Hills team. I was on the sidelines, and I see this guy just floating to the finish with a big smile on his face. And I said, someday I want to run like Todd Coffin. And thank you. And then we became teammates, so it's great. Part of seeing Todd run, it started me dreaming. And when you're living at home with a runner like my wife has been, she's seen a lot of dreaming going on. And I have to thank her as my best friend and adventure partner for 37 years. I wouldn't be up here without you, Marlene. So, this won't be a surprise to you guys, but anyone who lives with a runner knows how annoying we are. There's a constant worrying about the aches and the pains, the thousands of miles that you're not in the house, the traveling. And with me, the silly pre-race rituals, only 3 pins, never 4. My eating habits, which are legendary, very complicated and legendary. And as I approached 50, I announced to Marlene that I was going to, try to do something big, try to win nationals. And she should have said, "Geez, Pete, aren't you ever going to grow up?" And to her credit, she said, "Go for it," and supported me yet again. And but now, I think I've finally grown up, and I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll be back at 60 yet. Thank you all so much. It's really an honor.
By the way, who did win this race?
Out of those 3 guys?
Yeah.
Not me. Both those guys beat me.
There's always another time. So our next inductee is Faye Gagnon, Bill